Hello and welcome to episode 5 of Nobody's Watching. This is my new player's guide to Nerf Superblast. I'm making this video because when I started playing the game, which was a couple of months ago now, I wanted to know how to play. I was quite confused, there was a lot of content and I wasn't really sure where I should focus my attention. So I went looking for information from the community and for content essentially. Couldn't really find anything at all. The community for this game seems to be fairly dead, which made me expect the game itself to be dead, but there are quite a few active players. There also seem to be a lot of bots in the game, so when you join the game, any given number of the players you're playing against may actually be bots. A lot of people don't like this, but it's better than the alternative of just sitting in a queue for ages waiting for people your level to join the game. I'd rather join the game with some real players and some bots than just sit there waiting frustrated. Before I begin talking you through the various aspects of the homepage, I'd just like to make something clear. I've paid a premium to basically remove ads from the game, so a large part of gaining materials in this game involve watching adverts. The adverts are quite long, like up to a minute is quite normal, which I think is quite long for a freemium mobile game like this. Like, I'm used to maybe 30-second adverts at most, so they're really kind of milking it with the ads in this game. I chose to remove the ads and I'll talk more about that later. But when you see me clicking a button, a little blue button, it's got a video sign with a cross through it, that is where you would watch an advert for up to a minute if you were doing this as a free-to-play player. And if you are just starting out in this game, you probably should be a free-to-play player because the game itself is dead. So unless you really enjoy it and you feel like you're going to play this game a lot all the time, like I do, it's probably not worth spending your money in this game. If you're playing this game, you've probably already locked in, created your character and played through the tutorial levels, which are quick and easy to get your head around, and then you load into the game as a new player with 3 blasters and a little bit of resources, nothing else. The first thing you should focus on is your quests, which we'll have a look at in a moment. You can see that down in the bottom right hand corner, and when it's glowing yellow like that, it means that there's something in there for you. So you can also see the achievement thing glows yellow. I think the achievement thing is a bug because when I go in, and I will go into it later, you'll see that there's actually nothing to collect. So you've got your daily quests on the left, your weekly quests on the right. Quests give you point rewards and also fill that little green thing. When you fill all of them, you unlock the crate. So let's just have a quick look at what you win. So on the daily, this is the crate. You get 3 sets of XP for blasters. They're randomly assigned, and you also get some coins. The legendary crate is better because you get 4, and you can also see the types of blasters you can get. So with a legendary crate, you can get XP for any blaster and more coins. Completing quests give you points, and you use the points to unlock new levels on the battle pass, which I'll show you. I've already unlocked the first couple of levels. So at the bottom, it only costs 100 points to get to the next level, and that scales as you work your way up. You get 58 days to complete it, and there's 60 steps, so it's more than achievable if you're playing daily. At the bottom, there's a free-to-play stream. At the top, there is a premium stream, and that's where the featured blaster is. Some quests are easy, like logging in for the day, which give you a small amount of points, only 25. Some quests are harder and give you more points. So I can win 5 battles, which I'll do. Tag 9 people with the Warden, which I won't, I don't like it. I could tag 9 opponents with a Twin Shock, which I might because I've got that to level 9. Tag 9 opponents with a Mega Mastodon, which I'll definitely do because that's in my loadout. I've also got deals 7,200 damage with the Twin Shock, so that's 2 for the Twin Shock, so I'm probably going to do that. You can heal points, you can watch adverts, which you will definitely do. You can upgrade blasters, open crates, or you can play with friends. Most of them are achievable, you generally won't do all of the ones for blasters. When you first start playing, you'll completely upgrade a blaster 4 times nearly every day, but as you start progressing, you don't want to do that as often because it costs you coins and those coins become a valuable resource. The lower level a blaster is, the cheaper it is to upgrade. So if we have a look at my collection, I think the lowest level I've got is 2, and that is a rare blaster. So you can see 195 to upgrade it to level 3 from level 2. You can upgrade it in increments for portions of that, and as it goes up it costs more and more, and then you've got all these additional things that can cost you gold as well. So for example, a Nerf Power 2 there after level 10 costs 2000 gold. Zombies, so there's all these little like power card power-ups, and the power card is an important part of your blaster. So things like increasing the duration, decreasing the cooldown, and increasing the damage of the card, really helpful. There's also one for extra damage against zombies, which is for a niche game type. You don't need that necessarily. If a blaster's rarity affects it, so this is the same level blaster but it's prismatic, which is the highest level, and you can see that costs significantly more to upgrade. It also costs 3 times as much for the Nerf Power at level 10. So compare the cost of leveling up from 2 to 3 to something a bit higher. So this blaster I could take from level 7 to level 8, and that costs significantly more. So this scales as you go up. And basically once a blaster gets to the point of going up to level 10, like this one, that's when the cost really starts to escalate. So it's costing me 17,500 gold to level it up to level 10, plus unlock the Nerf Power, which you need to do. Once they've gone above that, so this one's at level 11 going up to level 12, look, 37,500 gold just for the primary upgrade, and then obviously you've got the increments as it moves up, which you can see 1,100 a piece. So if I was to upgrade this and click all these unlocks, it would use all the gold I've got at the moment. You get the opportunity to earn quite a lot of gold a day by playing and watching ads, but once you get to level 10, that falls off a cliff and it can take you days to get enough gold for a single upgrade. So upgrading a blaster 4 times becomes not worth doing very quickly. Okay, let's look at ways to earn gold, and as well as other resources such as blasters and experience for your blasters. Each game mode has a daily list of rewards that you can win by winning games. You can also unlock one for free every 4 hours by watching an ad, just like that. As well as Nerf Battle, you unlock solo and also pinball, different game modes. And then finally you unlock events which you need tickets for. You can unlock tickets every hour by watching an ad. As you can see, I've done that. Every 4 hours you can go on supply drop and you can watch an ad to unlock 3 sets of rewards, 200 gold, 300 gold, and then 10 gems. You have to do that in order. You can't just watch one advert for the gems, unfortunately. The shop contains 1 free crate every 4 hours, which is worth getting, and also a list of premium pay-to-win rewards. The shop here generally isn't worth it. It shows you the price and what it considers the discount to be, but it's using the least favourable way of calculating that. Generally, I would not spend any money on these at all, even if you're pay to win, because they're just bad deals. You can pay to unlock individual blasters at different rarities along with outfits. They're very expensive, more than it costs to buy those blasters in real life second hand. You can spend gems on crates, which isn't really worth doing necessarily, and to buy outfits. Outfits have a specific perk, and the perk is effective once you own that, regardless of whether you're wearing it. So the more outfits that you collect, as you can see, the stronger your account becomes overall. So there is a real incentive to unlock these outfits. They're not just for aesthetic reasons. Outfits have rarities just like blasters, so this one is legendary and it gives you 1.5 damage protection for all blasters, which is just beautiful. You're also able to purchase blaster skins for gems, which are just aesthetic and offer no upgrade. There's daily XP purchases for blasters and power cards. and then there's an area where you can buy the gold for gems. There's 4 deals, these don't change, and the only one that's worth looking at in my opinion is that last one that says best value on it. It is the best value. Finally, you can buy gems. So you can see if you spent £10 on gems, you wouldn't even have enough gems to buy that 18,000 gold unlock. If you wanted to buy a lot of gems, you can spend, £90, which you absolutely shouldn't do. It says best value, that is a lie, it is not the best value. The best value, and to be honest, the only way you should consider buying gems is via the gem drone. So it's a 30-day unlock for £6, it doesn't repeat, and it gives you 40 gems a day, and it also removes the ads, so that's why I don't watch ads when I unlock rewards. The superior crate is a nice bonus, but really it's the 1200 gems that you're interested in. So if you compare that to 1400 gems, which costs £45, £6 versus £45, it's very clear that the gem packs in the shop are a rip-off and the game's designed it that way. The obvious downside is that you have to log in daily. There's also promo codes here, so if you've got a promo code, you can type in the code and it will give you something. So it can be anything, blasters, outfits. There's a bunch of these codes online that are old and outdated and don't work, but if you see one that's just been put up, it's probably a perfectly cromulent code and it will give you some sort of reward. The time I've been playing, I found a single promo code for a legendary outfit. I think it was a dragon outfit or something like that. Okay, next is the achievements area, which is the other way to get gems if you're free to play. So as you do things like unlock blasters, or you play the game, or you do certain upgrades, you reach milestones, it gives you free currency, as many games do. And for some of these achievements, once you complete it, it'll replace it with a harder version of the same task, which is nice. As I said earlier, mine's bugged, so mine's highlighted yellow, even though, as you can see, I've got nothing to collect, so that's quite annoying. Left and right of your avatar, you may have a Friends Online button. If you click on this, you can see online players who are on your friends list. You can invite them and you get to play together, and you get to pick the game type if you invite them. In the right hand list is your friends list, so if you click on this, you can see a list of your current friends. You can remove them if you want. There's a list of recommendations, which I don't ever have, and there's a friend invite I've got from someone I played with yesterday. And it also tells you how to share your friend code offline if that's what you want to do. Finally, there's the Trophy Road. So Trophy Road is the equivalent of ELO for the game. So you win, you get trophies, you lose trophies. And at the beginning, you need to earn so much ELO to unlock basic things like the Cyclone Shock, which is essential. The power cards, which you need for PvP, you get a outfit, and then there's different arenas. So as you progress and unlock arenas, you can find different blasters within crates. There's always rewards, and as you go further and further up, you get more and more rewards. As you can see, it's timed, so there's only 3 days left. I am nowhere near the top, I'm not going to get there, but if you do make it all the way to the end, you get this really nice crate. It's the best crate in the game, and it guarantees a new blaster unlock, assuming that you've not unlocked them all already. Next to Trophy Road is the tournaments. Each week you get entered into a tournament with random players for each of the 3 game modes. The better you do, the higher you go, and the top 3 players in each area get a special crate, which gives you some gold XP, which you can choose the blaster to assign, as well as purple, which is randomly assigned, some coins, and also some free gems. I recently just won a 3rd place in pinball, which was nice. I used the XP to level up my speed, so you can see the gold there. Dead nice if you can get it, but don't expect it all the time. Up in the top left is where your character area is. So at the top you can edit your name. You can do this once for free and then it charges you, although mine appears to be free, so maybe it resets every season. On the left you've got your statistics for your lifetime play, which is nice. As you can see there, I once came first in pinball apparently. Don't remember doing that, but it's nice to have that recorded. I would have forgot. You've also got your outfit, so each outfit has a perk, and as you can see, you don't need the outfit equipped for the perk. There they are, and you can also change your skin colour, so I've just changed mine to green because it matches the outfit really nicely. There's a total of 77 outfits at the moment, all with their own account upgrades. I've got 12, so I've got a long way to go on that front. So that's my overview of the heads-up display. Lots of areas to look at, lots of rewards hiding in them. You do have to watch adverts if you're free to play to unlock all of those, and my suggestion to you would be to do all of it. It can be quite frustrating, but thankfully we live in modern times, so you can just mute the game and you can just do that in the background, just watching adverts while you're watching TV or you're on your phone or doing whatever the hell it is that you're doing. It can be a passive activity. It can be frustrating if you just kind of want to crack on with the game, and that's one of the reasons I went for the gem drone, but primarily I did it because I want the gems. The reason I want the gems is I want to use the gems to buy the gold, and I use the gold to upgrade my blasters. It just takes a long time to get the upgrades that you really want because of the different game types. You probably want like 5 or 6 blasters that you use in regular rotation for your different game modes, and then you will occasionally swap in a blaster from your quest line just to complete the quest, and generally as soon as you've completed that quest you will then swap that blaster out because it's inferior. I will make a separate video just looking at my personal different loadouts for different games. That'll come a couple of episodes down the line most likely. There is another area of the game where you get rewards, and that is if you win a battle you get the option to watch a reward to open like the blue crate, which is like the worst crate in the game, but it's still good. I'd recommend doing that. That's another reason why I bought the gen drone, because sometimes if you're on a roll, you're in the zone, that minute plus of advert just takes you right out of it, which is frustrating. But again, if you're free to play and you're in the zone, sometimes you'll want to skip those. Even though the crates are nice, they're not the best ones. Mostly what you really want them for is the XP to level up your blasters. My final piece of advice for this game is to experiment with different game types and different blasters. Pick the ones that suit you, find the blasters that suit your playstyle. You might be more of an attack type player, you might be somebody who loves pinball and only wants to play pinball, or you might be somebody who just likes central blasters and you just want to play 3-on-3 Nerf. You may be a solo player. When you go into solo, it is harder to win the game. You play against 9 players, you have to be in the top 3 to get a win. So it is more difficult, and I feel like it's something that you probably do more at a higher level, but it's still good fun. Whatever works for you in this game, go with it. For me, I like playing pinball, I like playing 3-on-3, not so much events, not so much solo necessarily, and I just like to play with a nice mix of blasters that I enjoy using. Take your time to read the information about the blasters, the statistics, the powers. They'll reveal it to you the way that you're supposed to play those blasters, and you might find that a blaster that you thought sucked is actually really good, just like I did in episode 1 when I showcased the Nerf Speed, which I got out of last month's Battle Pass. Whoops, missed something, final editing. So you see the world of Nerf in yellow at the bottom there, let's click on that. So this is something that builds up every hour, so up to a maximum of 8 hours you gain so much gold and so much purple XP, which goes into a random blaster, and that increases with your mastery level. Your mastery level goes up as you upgrade blasters and do stuff like that. So you watch your advert to claim that, or if you pay to win, you just click the button, and this is a really good source of gold. And as I said earlier, gold is one of the most important parts for leveling up your whole character. So there's mine. This game really rewards frequent logins by giving you quite a lot of resources.